He was widely recognized for his dedication to promoting the island of Bimini, its vibrant history, culture, and people. The late Leonard Stewart, who passed away in January 2023, was honored by parliamentarians, residents, and supporters during a small ceremony held on the basketball court to officially commemorate the renaming in his memory.
Leonard Brave Stewart was not a politician. He was not a high-ranking official. He was just a son of the soil who loved his home and served his neighbors without seeking glory. He showed us that the greatest title anyone can hold is servant.
Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, and Senator Randy Rule were emotional yet proud to see the park renamed in honor of none other than Stewart himself.
I say congratulations on this night. And Brave, a job well done for a wonderful community that has impacted, as I said, the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and made it possible for all of his friends tonight to be here to say well done.
For Leonard, it was always throughout the world, wherever we went, it was better in the Bahamas, but it was best in Bimini.
His wife, Ingrid Stewart, reflecting on his lifelong desire to contribute to Bimini, whether through the church, education, tourism, or sports. She expressed heartfelt gratitude to the committee and all involved in renaming the park in her husband's honor.
Please know from my heart that the memory of this night will never fade from my thoughts. You have done Leonard a great honor, and I am overwhelmed at your doing so. Thank you, and may God bless all of you.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
Let's look at stories making news. Matthew, what's happening in sports?
We have a junior local tennis tournament that's going to start up this weekend, and also we're going to be highlighting some youngsters from the Shockwave Elite Flag Football Program.
That's great. Now, just take a look at the weather forecast.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
I still want to put shoes on your feet.
I want to put some shoes on your feet.
And I still want to put shoes on your feet.
We still want to put shoes on your feet.
2 locations to put shoes on your feet. Downtown Freeport, and now our newest location in the Carmichael City Shopping Plaza, right behind the Walk Up Wendy's, Carmichael Road West.
Sting Junkanoo Group is celebrating 25 years of music, and you're invited to the greatest show ever. Counting down the years, performing hit song after hit songs. BVS, Colin McDonald, KB, Dyson Knight, and D-Mac. Saturday, November 1st at the Farm Marshall Road, 8 p.m. until. Tickets can be purchased online at www.bahamaseattickets.com. For your skybox or to be a food vendor, call 424-6433, 477-0191. Sponsored by ZNS, Island Luck TV, The Farm, Gatorade Today & Co. Limited, Krista Minute, and Associates.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Strength isn't claimed, it's built. At Heroic Concrete, every block is made with purpose. Crafted to protect, poured to endure. From ready-mix to premium 8-inch blocks, we supply the strength our nation needs. Proudly made in Grand Bahama, built for hurricanes, built for legacy. Creating products to bring value to our lives and strength to our future. Call 820-4376 or email sales@heroicgrouplimited.com.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm self-insuring my investments, starting with this tarp.
We all remember the blue tarps after the storm. Let's make sure that we are covered with more than a tarp. Don't allow your investment to be at risk. Protect your investment with one of our insurance policies.
Nobody
does it
better.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Martinborough here with your evening sports lineup. Setting up sports first, the Vocal Junior National Tennis Tournament is a go for this weekend. And Assistant Secretary Lisa Clark is excited for the influx of players coming from all over the country.
We have all the categories, under 12, 14, 16, and under 18. We have about 35 juniors registered so far. We have from Nassau, Eleuthera, and of course Grand Bahama. Well, it's always exciting. You know, it's the last tournament for the year, so everybody been working hard throughout the year. So it's the closeout tournament basically for the year to see where everybody's at this time in the year. You know, so it's going to be an exciting tournament.
Handing off next in sports, youngsters from the Shockwave Elite Youth Football Program are making major waves abroad in Tampa, Florida. Defensive lineman Nikhil Penn, special teamer Liam Lewis, and tight end Ethan Robinson. Founder of the program, Eugene McMinn, says thanks to the parents' dedication and the players' hard work, they're able to make their dreams a reality.
They were a pleasure to train, man. They're locked in, focused. They did all the little things right, and I stressed the little things right. And, I went up, spoke for them, and coaches took my word, and the kid was off, and now they're over there doing extremely well.
And with that, your evening sports final whistle blows. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. I'm Matthew Martinborough, and enjoy your off-season.
Save More Drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that's going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Shalia Roll.
And I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Here's a live look at the Bahamas tonight, coming your way next.
Hello friends, I'm Mario Nuri, inviting you to our Bahamian Heroes 2025 edition of A Familiar Walk. This year, we are privileged to have the Right Reverend Leish Boyd as our distinguished guest and our Bahamian hero. Join us as Bishop Boyd inspires us to be better, to strive for a brighter Bahamas, and he reminds us to enjoy our familiar walk.
Hey, this is Gino D, and it's all about the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture Cultural Awards 2025. Awardees are T-Connection and Bahamas, along with honorable mention of other cultural icons. Special appearance by top Bahamian artists, backed by the Spike Band. Theme, Paradise in the Islands. The Cultural Awards 2025, Saturday, October 25th at 8 p.m. at Lattice Theater, Paradise Island. Don't you miss it.
And no play.
Do you want to be rich?
Made Stella a big success.
Or do you want to wallow in regret?
But everyone knew she needed a vacation.
We're going to Jamaica. What?
I want you to try to have some fun with me.
Good morning.
I would like to dance with you. You can't be serious. If he looks that good with his clothes on.
If I weren't in my right mind, I swear you were trying to hit on me.
Are you paying attention?
I hear you're a cradle robber. Yeah.
How could you stoop so low?
I want to know how low did you go?
20th Century Fox presents Angela Bassett.
How much sense do we make?
Tay Diggs.
You should know that anything that's good probably never makes sense.
And Whoopi Goldberg.
What's wrong with you liking this young man?
How Stella got her groove back.
In a test of knowledge, creativity, and teamwork, 9 schools rise to the challenge. Mary Starr, Tabernacle, Jack Hayward, St. George's, Bishop Michael Eldon, 8 Mile Rock, St. Paul's, Grand Bahama Academy, and Sunland. The brightest young minds go head to head. Who will lead? Who will win? Who will make history? In the Battle of the Brains. Powered by Grand Bahama Power.
At the House of Assembly, I'm Lakush Lapinder. This is ZNS.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the national report, the country bids farewell to a servant of the people. Plus, Bahamian students in Jamaica back home escaping Tropical Storm Melissa there. And Abaco residents get a modern hurricane shelter. The Bahamas tonight, the national report starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. I'm LaDawn Davis. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hundreds gathered at Bahamas Faith Ministries today to bid a final farewell to Vaughn Miller, a man considered a voice of the people, a steward of environmental rights, and one who put service above self. Here's Corval Pyfrom.
Remembered as a gentle giant, Vaughn Miller, a towering figure, stood well over 6 feet, 7 inches tall. His wife, Cassandra, and son, Vijay, led mourners this Friday as they said goodbye to the man they knew simply as husband and daddy. The state funeral for Vaughn Peterson Miller, different. It was on Carmichael Road, the City 2000. This in itself perhaps a history lesson for students on midterm break. State funerals occur outside of the Christchurch Cathedral. In the Diplomat Center, the Prime Minister, though, read a letter from the King.
I just wanted to write to you to say how very sorry I was to learn of the death of your esteemed colleague.
and then from his own heart.
As Minister of the Environment and Natural Resources, he carried the voice of our islands with dignity. He spoke not only for our generation, but for the generations yet to come.
Across the aisle, this tribute from the opposition leader, Michael Pintard.
He had a keen sense of economic and social justice. As a result of the work he did, he's left behind for all of us, and most especially for his son, for his family, a powerful legacy.
Eulogized by the head of the Christian Council and somebody who knew him well.
Type of God, that this amazing grace that our preacher, proclaimer, minister tapped into. It was grace that he was able to withstand the pain, being talked about, being ridiculed. I want to tell you, it's a hard thing to know people ain't on your run. It's a hard thing to be in a room and know people don't want to see you coming. But thanks be to God that God is in the keeping business. Thanks be to God that God is in the placing business.
Von Miller, broadcaster, pastor, father, husband, patriot, was buried Friday at Lakeview Memorial Gardens. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corvell Pfeiffer.
News from the courts. Reports reaching our newsroom reveal that a former Royal Bahamas Defense Force officer has pleaded guilty in a New York court for his role in a major cocaine trafficking scheme that allegedly involved several Bahamian law enforcement officers. Reports say that former Chief Petty Officer Darren Alexander Roker admitted to one count of cocaine importation conspiracy before U.S. District Judge Gregory Woods on Friday, becoming the first of 13 Bahamian defendants to plead guilty in the sweeping case. The charges stem from a federal investigation alleging that traffickers moved tons of cocaine through the Bahamas into the United States since 2021 with the help of corrupt officials. Roker is among several Bahamians named in a federal indictment alleging they exploited their official positions to enable the flow of drugs into the United States. We will continue to follow this story. The island of Jamaica is on alert for Tropical Storm Melissa as it barrels through the Caribbean. As Bahamians in Jamaica brace for the storm, residents in the southeastern Bahamas are also monitoring the system. So too is our chief meteorologist, Basil Dean. Basil, is Melissa a threat to the Bahamas?
Good evening, LaDawn. We take a look at our satellite picture, and we can see Melissa has now become better organized, well to the south of Hispaniola and to the southeast of Jamaica. And it seems as though an eye wants to form, and that suggests that it's nearing hurricane intensity. And we expect Melissa to eventually move towards the west. That should take place tomorrow. Right now, it's just crawling towards the north at about 2 miles per hour. Maximum sustained wind have increased to 65 miles per hour. What does this all mean for us here in the Bahamas? Well, we can see there's an outer rain band near the southeast tip of Hispaniola with some very heavy showers and thunderstorms in it, and that would be lifting towards the north. You can see the first round of feeder bands is already affecting the Turks and Caicos Islands and the Nagua area, and that will continue to increase over the next several days as Melissa makes that lift towards the north, eventually towards the west, and then by Tuesday, we expect it to turn more towards the north and then towards the northeast as it crosses Jamaica sometime on Tuesday, and then it heads for the island of Cuba, which will move over Cuba sometime late on Tuesday, emerging into waters just to the northeast of Cuba in the Bahamas, and that is when we expect some intensification to take place. And Melissa could be a Category 1 hurricane as it enters the Bahamas on Wednesday. So we're asking residents in the central Bahamas to start preparing themselves for possible tropical storm force winds beginning on Tuesday in the area. And for the southeast Bahamas, they could get some hurricane force winds on Wednesday as Melissa continues to trek towards the north and east. And rainfall is going to be a major factor of this system, but eventually by Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, Melissa will start to make that exit over the waters of the Atlantic. But until then, we anticipate that heavy rains are going to be a major factor, very rough seas and strong gusty winds, particularly for the central and southeastern islands. For us here in the northwest Bahamas, the winds are going to be very fresh. We're looking at 20 to 25 knots. They could be gusting up to 35 knots at time. And also, we will see an increase in showers over the northwest Bahamas as well. But the bulk of the heavy rains will reside in the southeast Bahamas, with some moderate rain showers taking place in the central parts of the country where tropical storm force winds are likely. But hurricane force winds, as we said earlier, are anticipated in the southeast Bahamas. So prepare yourself accordingly.
Thanks a lot, Basil. Well, in the southeast Bahamas, Inagua's Island Administrator Quenna Gibson says her team is tracking the storm.
We are in preparation mode. We're encouraging residents to stock up on the necessary food items and medications where needed. As it relates to the hurricane shelter, our shelter is currently secured. We are in preparation mode, just awaiting any updates from the DRM Authority and the Met Office. If the need arises in terms of evacuation, we would be guided by the relevant authorities.
Island Administrator Kate Williamson says despite that island's persistent power and water challenges, residents are ready to ride out the storm.
I was in contact with DRM this morning and my director, and since then I've received updates from BPL that the generator is on the way, and they are doing some little infrastructure in preparation for the water restoration. And BPL came on the ground this morning. Once the generator comes to the island, I'm told that it will take about 2 to 5 hours to restore. So it don't seem as though we're not going to have any electricity until probably Sunday or Monday. But DRM is telling me that we would, get a further update by Monday as to the stats of the storm, but we're still watching the progression.
Okay.
But we have our evacuation list ready in the event that must take place because of these essential services not on the island Tuesday.
76 Bahamian students studying in Jamaica have boarded a Bahamas Air evacuation flight en route to the Bahamas as Tropical Storm Melissa is expected to make a direct hit to that Caribbean nation over the weekend. Meteorologists warned that Melissa could intensify into a Category 5 storm and potentially be the most dangerous storm of the Atlantic hurricane season. ZNS News understands that the Bahamas Air evacuation flight to the Lynden Pinling International Airport from Norman Manley Airport, Jamaica, will land at about 7:30 this evening. Foreign Affairs Minister, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, will be at the airport to welcome those Bahamian students home. ZNS News also caught up with Consulate General for the Bahamas to Jamaica, Alveda Knight, for an update on the evacuation efforts.
At present, we have checked in 77 combination students and citizens on the evacuation flight sent by the government of the Bahamas to Kingston, Jamaica to collect said persons and return them to Nassau. Remaining on the island of Jamaica are a number of students and citizens who we are advising to adhere to the local Office of Disaster Preparedness and Management instructions and protocols, and to bunker down and to keep safe while the storm passes over.
Now, that flight has not touched down just yet at the Lynden Pinling International Airport, but that's where we find our Lloyd Allen. Lloyd, what's happening?
Well, LaDawn, right now I'm here at the Lynden Pinling International Airport, where we expect around 7:45. A number of those students will be arriving here from the Norman Manley Airport, and that's, of course, to avoid any serious impact from that tropical situation, Melissa, preparing to impact significantly across Jamaica. Now, standing here with me is Kimi Jones. He is the Deputy Director General at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And Mr. Jones, of course, a busy day, of course, for your office. Tell us about organizing this initiative and how many students are arriving today.
Well, I mean, this is nothing strange to us. We know where the Bahamas is, we are pretty much in the hurricane belt. So the best we can do is prepare ourselves, put together strategic plans, bolster ourselves such that if these things happen, we have a strategy and a plan in place and persons who can assist us in executing on this. So one of our partners would have been Bahamas Air, of course, who, when the call came in, would have been providing tremendous support. And I do want to thank them for being on the ball and on the point when whenever we would have asked them to assist. So right now we are literally here waiting for at least about 70 plus persons to come back right now on the flight, the charter flight from Jamaica. And I want to be clear for all Bahamians and persons there in Jamaica that even though we would have indicated that this is an opportunity to evacuate, if there are any issues or there are any concerns, please reach out to the Honorary Council in Jamaica, Ms. Alveda Knight. The contact details are 1-876-631-6885. Again, I will repeat, 1-876-631-6885. Please feel free to reach out because, again, we understand that everyone may not be in a position where they can just pick up and evacuate and move on the spot. But again, that is part of the national responsibility of any country and any government. We are here to support, and we are doing our best to support everyone.
Well, of course, we know that this initiative will continue, and according to Mr. Jones, a number of those students remain on that island. Those numbers, again, were issued, and so should they need to reach out their families, they can utilize that number. And we know, of course, this is the second time that the Bahamas has done this in recent years. 2024, July, prior to the impact of Beryl, a number of students were also flown in from that country. We'll have more on this story in a later newscast. Reporting here from LPIA for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen. LaDon?
Good story there, Lloyd. Well, ZNS News was able to speak to Lauren Ramsey, a sophomore studying biochemistry at the University of the West Indies, to talk about her decision to ride out the storm here at home.
At first, it was a tropical storm, and so when it was a tropical storm, I wasn't really alarmed because tropical storms, we've been through that before. But when they said that it was starting to turn into a Category 4 hurricane, I started to get a little anxious and scared, and so it was just like, what is the next step?
And still to come, Abaco finally gets its state-of-the-art hurricane shelter. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
The new KFC fill-up box, serving 6 juicy pieces of chicken, 4 buttery biscuits, crispy fries to share, and 12 premium original recipe KFC nuggets, all packed into one crave-worthy box. So dig in and do whatever the crunch you want with the KFC fill-up box. Only at KFC, it's finger-licking good.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
As an athlete, I've learned that success isn't built on extras. It's built on the essentials. Strength, discipline, smart choices. That's why I'm proud to partner with Bahama Health to introduce Essential 300. A comprehensive health insurance plan that's all about covering what truly matters. Essential 300 is Bahama Health's most affordable major medical plan for groups and individuals. It offers access to a specialized network of care with essential benefits like preventative services, because real strength starts with staying healthy. You may not be training for a race, but everyone deserves strong and affordable coverage with Essential 300. With Bahama Health, you can feel good about your health plan and protect what truly matters, your health.
For more information, call 396-1350 or visit www.bahamahealth.com.
Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new.
What's your flavor?
Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken. Ghost pepper wings.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
Bang ding, ding bang ding, ding ding dong, bang bang bang, ding bang ding, ding bang ding, ding ding dong, bang bang bang, ding bang ding, ding bang ding, ding bang ding, ding ding dong.
You're looking at a shot of the exclusive Ocean Club at Paradise Island. That shot courtesy of drone pilot Kyson Miller. Thanks so much, Kyson. Well, after the devastation of 2019's Hurricane Dorian, a new hurricane shelter and community center was handed over to the residents of Abaco on Thursday. Diane Dorset reports.
The new 12,000 square foot multi-purpose facility sits more than 2 feet above sea level and is designed to withstand Category 5 hurricane conditions and serve as both an emergency shelter and a year-round community center. With Phase 1 of the project now complete, Phase 2 will include furnishings and other civil works. Minister of State with responsibility for disaster risk management, the Honorable Leon Lundy, says the new facility is one of the tangible results of the government's modernized disaster framework.
This shelter stands as one of the outcomes of that framework. Conceptualized after Dorian, shaped by the needs of Abaco, advanced through design and planning, and today handed over for stewardship by the people it is meant to protect. Where others see steel and concrete, we see policy made visible.
The project was funded with a $1 million donation from the Government of India under the India United Nations Development Partnership Fund and implemented by the UNDP. UNDP resident representative Dr. Kishan Kure says they're proud to support the ongoing efforts to protect Bahamian communities most vulnerable to extreme weather events.
Combating the climate emergency and having resilient communities is really front and center of our mandate and our role here in the Bahamas. This is a perfect example of one of the most at-risk communities, vulnerable communities in the country, trying to build the resilience through these kind of facilities.
Although the facility is not yet fully complete, officials say contingency plans remain in place if a storm were to impact the island before final works are done. Aaron Sargent, Managing Director at DRM Authority, says residents will still have access to safe accommodations.
We have a number of other shelters that are already on our shelter listing. So in conjunction with the administrator, we take those into account as to where we activate. Just most recently, the Central Abaco Primary School, which is across the road, was activated to accommodate shelteries during the passage of Tropical Storm Imelda. And so, we have the capacity to be able to, through the shelters that are already on the shelter listing, to accommodate if the need arises.
Once fully operational, the Abaco Shelter and Community Center will be managed by local government. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Diane Dorset.
Thanks a lot, Diane. Well, Minister of Health, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, refuting claims that bodies from 2019's Hurricane Dorian are still stored in trailers at the Rand Memorial Hospital in Grand Bahama. It's a claim made earlier this week. Dr. Darville provided an insight on the issue.
I'd like to set the record straight. In Grand Bahama, there is one body that is in a trailer in Grand Bahama. The circumstances of why that body has not been buried has a lot to do with some factors that I don't want to get into. But other than that particular body, there is no other bodies as a direct result of Hurricane Dorian.
A new cohort of officers identified as Squad B joined the ranks as Border Protection agents. Lloyd Allen has more from the official passing out ceremony.
A sea of friends and family turning out to support 68 officers now a part of the Department of Immigration. The passing out ceremony taking place with the minister responsible, the Honorable Alfred Sayers, instructing those officers to protect and serve as they move forward.
Even in your office, every work permit, every permit to reside, every permanent residency application, every application for citizenship, before it comes to me, it must come to you.
Immigration Director Stephen LaRota also gave the officers in training their marching orders.
Assisting in border control, processing applications, supporting enforcement operations, or aiding in refugee matters. Every action you take matters.
Out of the 68 officers, Rufus Bain stood out as a rising star, nabbing the Instructors Award.
I demonstrated consistency, discipline, integrity throughout the course of the training, and today I was recognized for it, so it felt good to be recognized.
Friends, family, and supporters are also elated about the pivotal moment in the officers' budding careers.
This is just so heartwarming for my sister. She started this. She had some battles through it, but she made it through.
My fiance, I think she's doing something really important for the country.
It feels beautiful. It feels great to have a good support system.
Hope is my precious niece, and she made sure I came from Ken Island to be here with her.
With just under 1,000 officers and multiple ports of entry, the role of each member of the Department of Immigration remains critical as they serve as the first line of defense in protecting our borders and sovereignty. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Thanks a lot, Lloyd, but don't go anywhere. Sports is up next with Charles Fisher.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Wait, where you grabbing all these pizzas, boy?
Wait, Marcos, wait. We have a special on all the large one-topping pizzas, wait.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, that included, but
I need the $10 special place.
How many of them would you like?
20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it? The Marcos got that deal, boy.
A digital wave is making its mark across the Bahamas. From Grand Bahama to Anagua, Bahamians are embracing smarter ways to pay. The Pay Fast, Live Digital campaign, launched by the Central Bank of the Bahamas and the Clearing Banks Association, is bringing safe, fast, and convenient payment solutions to every island, from online banking to mobile wallets.
We had an incredible turnout, so it gave us an opportunity to have a conversation that they can also be a part of and appreciate.
Remember, people over 60 and around 60, the fear that you talk about, we understand, and we have persons to be able to assist with that.
I learned that digital banking is going to be one of the biggest ways that us as Bahamian kids will benefit in the future.
It has to start somewhere, and this is a good start.
We're empowering communities, one town hall at a time, for families, for businesses, for you. Let's live digital.
Bahamas, get ready to celebrate 25 years of Rhythm and Power. It's the State Jungle Group 25 years of music concert featuring live performances by KB, Let's go! Carl McDonald, Dyson Knight, and D-Mac. With music by DJ Rev and DJ Pressure. November 1st, 8 p.m. sharp at the Farm on Marshall Road. Grab your tickets now at BahamasEtickets.com. Call or WhatsApp for tickets 424-6433 or 477-0191. Sponsored by Island Upkeep, J.S. Johnson, Gain Raid, Today & Co., The Farm, and Chris Simonin and Associates.
Halloween is near, and so is a super value or quality supermarkets with spooky good specials like Cardinal Evaporated Milk, 13 ounces, $109. First Choice Sugar, 4 pounds, $2.59. Quaker Oats, assorted, 18 ounces, $3.99. Seedless watermelons, $6.99 each. Whole chickens, $1.99 per pound. No tricks, but definitely treats when you shop the specials at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Diet-friendly special.
Fuel's the difference. Ruby's Ultra Tech in your car. Fill up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Spend less and go far. Fuel up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Get the most out every ride. Just watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel up with confidence in every mile. Get Ruby's Ultra Tech in your tank and drive with a smile. Watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel the difference with Ruby's Ultra Tech.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sports Friday. Last night here at the Bankers Field, the Sunshine Auto Wildcats, they repeated as champions of the New Providence Softball Association. Oh, not again. A little rain before the game. Mother Nature really has helped off. Didn't last long when coaches walking around to see if field is playable. Wildcats came out clawing, getting to the ballers. Elite pitcher Sari Albury with some hard knocks. Some trouble with the delivery. Pass ball and the runs pounding on. 8-4 Wildcats after 2. This where the inexperience and the jitters start to set in for the ballers. Routine bunt fielded, bounce throw over to third, now scooped up, and another run in. Ballers mounting somewhat of a comeback, fighting hard to extend this series. Don't count them out just yet. The ballers finally getting to the Wildcats pitcher, Taylor Stevens. Down the stretch, inexperience will be crucial. Pass ball allows a run to score. Then the overthrow back to the mound, and the winning run comes across. 14-4 the final score, and 6 straight for the Sunshine Auto Wildcats.
I have some young girls, energetic, and some who have never won a championship. So the bike was even more hungrier for the championship this year.
Most of the young girls came on the team, so, we had to groom straight through. The veterans, they decided they wanted to pull out, so that's what we did. So I had to go with the ones that I have, Thank goodness for Tilo and Miss Davis. They helped me out a long way, I didn't really have a coach, but those my 2 captains helped me a long way. That goes out to them.
Wildcats are defending champions, and, like I tell them, the champions, you have to knock them out. They're the champions. They're just like a boxing match. You can't keep it close. You got to knock the champion out. And hats off to Sonny, the sponsor, and Bullet, the manager of the team. And congrats to the Wildcats organization for another great season. There's a lot we can be thankful for. Obviously, we don't want to lose like that, but with youth, that kind of thing happens. We spoke to the young ladies before the game, and some of the things we had a feeling that may happen eventually did. But we have a great group of young players on the team, as young as 14. We have quite a number of them, and trust me, I guarantee you, we'll be back here again next year.
Wildcats giving credit to Ballers Elite for a great season.
I told their coaches, they're a first-year team. They're going to take some chafing, and they come back next year. I think it's going to be much more of a challenge with that team if they stay together.
Hats off to them because they also have some youngsters too. All you have to do is keep them together and then go further.
Wildcats straight. Do it again. We like it. We like it. Do it again. We like it. We like it. Do it again. We like it. We like it. Do it again. We like it. We like it. Do it again. We like it. We like it. Do it again. We like it. We like it.
Gremlins wrapped up the men's championship earlier in the week. A series sweep of the Renegades. Catcher Garfield G. Bethel.
Hats off to the young guys, They did an excellent job at competing. They somewhat put up a fight, Like I say, I appreciate the not giving up. They fought till the end, so it was good to challenge our team and see, basically what we made of.
Were you satisfied with the force feed?
Yeah, I mean, again, hats off to the young guys. I expect nothing less from my team other than to come out on top. So, again, we didn't play our best, but, it was enough to complete the job.
On the heels of the Bahamas hosting the Caribbean Volleyball Championships earlier this year, the Bahamas Volleyball Federation and its president, Kurtwood Green, with another tournament on the horizon.
Since CVC Caribbean Volleyball Championships, there's another tournament based on the Final Four. It's called the Final Four, which means it's the top 4 volleyball teams who participated in the ranking get an opportunity to compete again next year. And they are looking for the Bahamas to host. We would like to host, but of course that will have to be in conjunction with us, with various sponsors and the government support and that sort of thing as well.
And that's it for sports on this Friday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Congratulations to the Sunshine on the Wildcats, and also congratulations to the Borders Elite on a well-seasoned, a pretty young team.
May be tough, but Wendy's got you covered. Grab a day single or chicken sandwich with a junior fries and 16-ounce beverage for just $6.95. Why choose less from the other guys when you can get more? At Wendy's, we're providing bigger bites and better deals. So purchase your Tings Tough Value Meal today. Now available at all locations excluding the airport and food truck.
Our company offers a simple philosophy, open hands. What do open hands mean? If you keep your hands closed, nothing comes in, nothing goes out. If you keep your hands open, a lot of things comes in, a lot of things goes out. We cannot expect to be a successful company without blessing our community and blessing our country.
My good friend and valued client, Dominic Stirrup, approached me following a meeting we had and told me of the idea that he had of feeding 10,000 Bahamians on Thanksgiving.
There was a lot of details to put together, had to figure out how to get it done, but at the end, it was worth it. At the end, it gave me a heart of gratitude to know that our company is reaching out to so many persons.
We invite you on a journey to witness an extraordinary chapter in the story of the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, a tale of compassion, unity, and the true spirit of Thanksgiving.
Hey, this is Gino D, and it's all about the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, Cultural Awards 2025. Awardees are T-Connection and Bahaman, along with honorable mention of other cultural icons. Special appearance by top Bahamian artists, backed by the Spike Band. Theme, Paradise in the Islands. The Cultural Awards 2025, Saturday, October 25th at 8 p.m. at Lattice Theater, Paradise Island. Don't you miss it.
Biggest night this November 1st. Join Alliance Promotions, YBE Promotions, Bahamas Ministry of Tourism, and Bahamas Air as they present the Fall in Love 90s R&B Concert Series at the National Stadium Ground, performing for the first time. Tyrese comes to Bahamas to deliver an unforgettable performance. Also performing R&B sensation Uncle Sam. Get ready for Deborah Cox. The Fall in Love 90s R&B Concert Series, Saturday, November 1st at the National Stadium Ground. Nassau. Tyrese, Uncle Sam, and Deborah Cox. Advance tickets are available now at all Cash and Go locations. Or log on to cashandgobahamas.com. For info, call 242-427-8111 or call 242-357-0116. Be there.
What is car sexy in? I need to upgrade, eh?
That's easy. Just apply for a Cash and Go loan. Once approved, you're in the giveaway.
That's second, this lady even got no Bluetooth. You want some presents?
Yes.
No. I guess like anybody getting presents this year.
This Christmas, trade up. Get approved for a loan on Cash and Go and enter to win this brand new Kia.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, LaDawn. Your first look at the tropics is brought to you by the Disaster Risk Management Authority, and we are monitoring Tropical Storm Melissa, which has intensified over the last 3 hours. It's now packing winds of 65 miles per hour, still crawling towards the north at 2 miles per hour, and we expect it to shift more towards the west tomorrow. Also, continuing that intensification process, we anticipate that it will become a hurricane as early as tomorrow as it moves towards the west, and then eventually making that turn towards the north and northeast on Tuesday, and that is when we anticipate that it will move either very close or over Jamaica on Tuesday before heading towards Cuba and eventually finding its way into the Bahamian waters on Wednesday afternoon early, and that will probably be still a hurricane, maybe a Category 1 hurricane as it moves into the southeastern parts of the country. So we're asking residents in the Southeast Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands to continue making preparation for the arrival of Melissa, which will probably be a hurricane by the middle of next week. And our live weather radar is still showing pockets of showers in the Southeast Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands. That's associated with that old stall-out frontal system that's been in the area now for the past several days. And we continue to have 1 or 2 passing showers over the northwestern parts of the country. Boating forecast tonight through Saturday in the northwest and central islands. The winds are going to be northeast to east at 15 to 25 knots. Rough seas once again 5 to 8 feet over the ocean. High tide, that will take place at 10:23 tonight with another high tide at 10:47 tomorrow morning. Now for the southeast Bahamas right through tomorrow, the winds are going to be easterly at 20 to 25 knots. Very, very rough seas at 7 to 10 feet. So we're asking small craft to exercise extreme caution through Saturday. And then as we take you into Sunday in the northwestern islands, those winds continue to increase, becoming easterly at 15 to 25 knots. Seas 5 to 8 feet over the ocean. So advisory and place for boaters in the northwest Bahamas on Sunday. High tide 11:28 in the morning with a low tide at 6:02 in the afternoon. Now for the central and southeastern islands on Sunday, the winds start to rotate clockwise, becoming east to southeast at 20 to 30 knots. Very, very rough seas, 7 to 12 feet over the ocean. So we're asking small craft in the central and southeastern islands to simply stay in port as of Sunday. And that's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. going to do it for your international temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. And your temperatures around the islands this evening, Marshall, Abaco, 81 degrees. Green Toolkit, 79. 79 degrees in Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Berry Islands, 82. Alistown, Bimini, 82 degrees. 82 also in Harbor Island. Roxanne, Eleuthera, 81. Artisan, Cat Island, 83. Also, Black Point, Exuma, Kemp Space on Andros at 83 degrees. Fresh Creek in Central Andros, 82. 83 is again at Georgetown, Exuma, Rum Key, and San Salvador in Ragged Island, Clarence, Long Island, and Crooked Island. The Mercury Column just around 82. Betsy Bay, Maguana, 81. Acklands, 81. Matthew, Nagua, 80. And the Turks and Caicos Islands at 80 degrees. Satellite pictures showing well-defined tropical storm Melissa, as we said, continues to intensify and becoming better organized with a very, very huge feeder band currently affecting the southeastern coast of Hispaniola. And once again, heavy flooding is anticipated over Hispaniola over the next several days. And some of that flooding will also occur in Jamaica over the weekend. So a very, very intense days shaping up for both Jamaica, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic as Melissa continues that trek towards the north, and as we said, will eventually move west before turning north and then northeast across Cuba and into the waters of the Bahamas by Wednesday of next week. Tonight, we're looking at partly cloudy, windy, warm, and a couple of showers in the mix with your low temperature around 78 degrees. And tomorrow, we're looking at mostly sunny and breezy again with a couple more passing showers. High temperature getting up to 87 degrees, and the extended weather forecast looking like this. Passing showers tomorrow, Sunday, pretty nice. Lots of sunshine in the forecast, but the windy conditions will continue right into the early part of next week. But Monday, we'll see more cloud cover with showers becoming more scattered, and that will continue right into Wednesday. And thereafter, we anticipate that Melissa will start making its exit around Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. LaDon.
Thanks a lot, Basil. Well, that does it for the Bahamas tonight. The national report from all of us here at ZNS. I'm LaDon Davis. Make it a great evening, everyone.
At Government House, I'm Regis Cartwright. This is ZNS.
Island Life attended the annual Conch Festival in Mars Bay, South Andros. It is one of many festivals around the Bahamas. Committee Chairman Bertram Taylor is totally involved in promoting the South Andros Conch Festival. Here is his pitch.
What the intention was for Conch Fest is to showcase the history of conching. From back then, when we would use the conch hook, to the day when we now use the goggles and the mask.
I see this is also a big boost to the community.
It's definitely. Events like this brings people back to the community. The rental car profits, the hotel, small hotel profits, the food store, what they call it, Mama Papa store profits. Everybody profits as a result of a small event like this.
What do you want to see next?
I would want to see it grow bigger.
How?
More advertisement, and that's why we brought you in. We would hope somewhere along the line we can sell the idea to the general public.
And here's the reason why you should plan to attend. It is a down-home festival to be enjoyed by the family, complete with entertainment, other attractions, and conch this and conch that. But before we get to enjoy conch, it must be conked out of the shell. I think that's the right term, but in any event, it must be extracted from the shell, and at the Conch Fest, a number of boys participated in a contest to see who can crack the most conchs in the shortest time. It surely rallied festival patrons to cheer on their favorites, and the winner surely is skilled enough to land a job at a busy conch stand in New Providence. But what about the food?
We're at the Come Get Hooked stall, and that's being run by the Deep Creek Association. And this is the type of food that you're going to get if you came out here to the Conch Fest. Even though it's not conch, it's something really appetizing. It also includes, what else do you have here?
Conch and rice.
Conch and rice. I know it's tight because there are a lot of customers outside. This is this young lady's food right behind you. Can you close it up for me? Okay. We got conch fritters here. We got conch. Tell us what all is in your conch.
My conch fritter comprises of onions, sweet peppers, lots of hot peppers, flour, lots of conchs.
Lots of conch. Red.
All.
Fresh conch, dried conch, what type of conch?
Fresh conch.
Fresh conch. Now you ain't say nothing but...
Not conch bobby.
Not conch bobby.
Not conch skin.
Not conch skin.
The conch meat.
Now look here, I ain't hear you say nothing but pepper. Got go pepper?
Hot pepper, lots of hot pepper.
There you go, there you go.
Lots
there
of
you
hot
go.
pepper.
Now this is the Deep Creek Association, and they got a crowd. I think you need to pound in the crowd waiting on their food. Okay, I'll put some conch up here.
And the spread of food was so tempting. Island Life imagines that the vendors worked long hours to prepare food for the hundreds of patrons. My eyes zeroed in directly on their fried snappers. For South Androsians, as other family islanders can attest, when you're selling fish, you'd better make sure that it is fresh. They don't like too much ice fish, meaning fish that has been in the freezer. And the fish at the Conch Fest was fresh.
There, this is what we got. How long you been working on this? A long time.
Yes,
a long time.
Yes.
Yeah. And you expect to sell? Open that so we can say you expect to sell everything tonight.
Everything must go.
Everything must go.
Yeah.
I see.
Some conch and dumpling.
Nah, that is something I want to come to especially, but I want to just open these up here. Yeah. Chicken, baked chicken, fried snappers. Now, you see the size of this? Now, why can't get this in Nassau at the same price? Do you see that, Anton? That's a big fish. There you go.
My eye big, and I wanted to eat that fish. But this was our first stall, so I had to say to myself, self, hold on, because you ain't see everything yet. And so I looked at another dish that was somewhat unfamiliar to me.
Tell us exactly what this is.
This is conch and dumpling.
Conch and dumpling. Oh, that looks good.
Conch and dumpling.
It's like a fricassee or something like that?
It's like a little soup, yeah.
Like a little soup, like a little chowder.
Like a fricassee sort of, yeah.
And like Mama said, most gone.
Most gone, that's right. Most gone.
So you've been working hard about this too?
Oh, yes. We've been working from 5 a.m. in the morning.
This is it. It's called Come and Get It. This is being run by the Deep Creek Association.
Yeah.
Next, Island Life visited Leonique Forbes' Seaside Delight store. Her display was equally appealing.
Now, Leonique, tell us, I see everything about Andrew seems big. These are some big fish.
Yeah, so we have some nice fried snapper.
Yeah,
crack conch.
Yes, crack conch. Now, this is a conch fest, and you've been selling crack conch quite well today.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
It's going pretty fast.
Now, tell me now, you made this?
No, sir, my mom.
You got any mother working hard? Do you know how to do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what all do you take to prepare this?
Egg, flour, cream.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yes, sir.
Cream also?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Andrew spice?
Yes, sir.
And love?
Yes, sir.
All right. But what's your favorite with conch?
Pardon?
What's your favorite way to eat conch?
I like crack conch.
I like crack conch salad.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, there you go. She loves conch. And so we're going to move on because this is the Conch Fest.
And there was this delectable dish called conch frigagee with cassava. Patrons enjoyed it. And there was more conch, run by Eunice Smith Forbes. I mean, what is this then?
Curry conch.
Curry conch. And you made this?
Yes, sir.
You're a hard worker. How did you prepare this?
Okay, I simmer down the herbs with the curry, cut the conch up and just let it simmer down.
How do you get the conch tender?
Oh, the way you bruise the conch.
Oh, you bruise it? You bruise it or your son bruise it?
I bruise the conch myself.
Oh, you's a beater?
Everything.
You's a beater.
A real beater.
Okay, Mrs. Forbes-Smith, let's move next to, what is this called?
This is conch fricassee.
And it includes?
Coconut, cassava, conch, and little herbs.
Show me the coconut.
The coconut is like
that's
custard.
The coconut on top of. Ooh, tell me how you prepared that. I want the cameraman to see that. Can you get that, Antoine? Yeah, this coconut. Notice the coconut is on top of the
cassava.
The cassava. Wow, now that's interesting. That's been a seller, right?
Great. This is our third batch for the day.
And this is our third batch for the day. You know everything about conch?
Everything about conch. They call me the conch specialist.
This is a conch specialist, and it's called Lick Your Lips.
There was also steamed conch, spicy conch, curried conch, fricassee conch, along with conch and rice. But perhaps the busiest vendor at the Conch Fest was the conch salad store, run by Trevor Smith.
We're now at Trevor's Crawl, and indeed this is a crawl because Trevor Smith is, but this ain't no crawl how you cutting these things up.
No, it's just skills.
It's just skills? Can you teach me that? Because you were looking at me talking and still cutting it and not cutting yourself. Yeah. How long you been doing this today?
About 20 years.
Today? How long?
How long? Yeah. I've been out here about 3 hours.
Yeah. And constant working?
Constant working, yeah.
Now, how many, yeah, but you're sweating good. Yeah. Now, how many conchs did you prepare to serve to the South Androsians and patrons here?
So far, I bring in 100, and I on the last salad, and I have to get some more.
You got to go get some more?
Yeah, right now. As soon as I
now, most people, are they like me? They like pepper in theirs?
Some of them. Yeah. Some of them like them hot.
What are the ingredients that you use for your, like this one you're making now? What's all in it?
Well, I have tomato, sweet pepper, onion, and the bittersweet lime.
Yeah. Well, that's a native sour?
Right.
A native sour. Yeah. But one thing I noticed here that I got in the restaurant is the little Persian limes. I haven't seen them in a long time.
Yeah, we are a little short on those right now.
But they give it a good taste.
Yeah, a little sharp.
A little sharpness. Right. Yeah. Right. Now, I see you also have pineapple.
Yeah, that's for the tropical.
Yeah, you like the tropical or you like your personal favorite?
I like the regular.
Yeah, but you like me. You see that? Trevor Smith like me. I ain't want no fruit salad. I want to eat mine just like you eat it. Right. Just like that. Right. Yeah, there you go. There you go. How you like yours, sir?
Natural.
Natural. You want pineapple in your conch salad?
No.
No. There you go. These South Androsians. So they're like you and I.
Yeah.
We want our own natural. There you go.
And naturally, Island Life continued to enjoy the good time at Conch Fest. But don't go anywhere, as there's more Island Life to come. Island Life spent an entertaining evening in South Andros at the Conch Fest. Among the patrons there was none other than my colleague, radio talk show host, the inimitable Darrell Miller. He loves South Andros.
Listen, this is a beautiful place to just come on vacation. You know, despite the vicissitudes, ups and downs, the hurricane, I was here. And I really enjoyed it. We are making donations and contributions from this community to the other devastated communities. But man, it's so good here. This is rich. This is rich. I know you feel the richness here. Great Barrier Reef, the coconut oil, the sisal, the salt water, the shrimp, the oyster.
The people.
The people are the most, that's why we come.
Yes, and listen, for me, I am not a South Androsian. This is my first trip here since 1994. I came and I covered the by-election. That was like 94. But this time I said, this place has progressed a lot. And really it is the spirit of the people. And there are a lot of things to do. I understand there's a bird shooting tournament right now in South Island. I didn't even know that we say there's nothing to do in the Family Islands. It's rich.
Well, it's the pigeon season.
Yes.
And it opened the end of last month. So it's been about 2-3 weeks. Even during the hurricane, Andros was not affected.
Right.
Bimini was not affected. Perhaps the only 2 islands that were, literally untouched. And so activity was going on.
Young Androsians represent the greatest potential for growth of the local economy. An area member of Parliament, His Excellency Paiswell Forbes, was asked about avenues to bring that about.
We will have to look at what we call access venture funding, capital funding for this community, for the small entrepreneurs and also the artisans. Persons like Sharon Andrews and others who have been crying out for years for some assistance in that regard. The Artisan Association, which is called SAMA here in South Andros, headed by Ms. Emily Ramming, have been asking for their efforts to be augmented by the central government. And when you see the jewelry work they've done around here in oils and also the other products and coconut they produce, your heart kind of bleeds for them that they can't go any further with it and also find and access further international markets because of funding. And also when you look at the internet is now a vehicle that they can use. But the fact of the matter is that you must be able to mass produce to be able to go online and have stuff ready. And so this night I was talking with some of my colleagues here in Andros, and they said, man, Paiswell, the creativity is here. Things are ready, the boys are the same in this community. But the issue is that of funding. And that is a challenge for us. And now we must find a way during the media budgetary process to look at how we can access some funding for our small artisans in this community with their oil products, their bath products, and those who want to do even bonefish and boutique hotels in this community.
And he believes a paradigm shift is required.
Young people who have these great ideas, they want to see things happen. We have great dreams, I understand that. But to find the collaterals to make it happen is many times a challenge for these people. So you still go back to where everyone is driven to move from the farmlands to go to Nassau for opportunity. And so what happens is you have this overcrowded metropolitan area, and the family islands are depopulating. And so therefore, we are further challenged and to find bodies to do things in these islands to make them really kind of energetic and move forward. And so the government was now revisit its efforts in revitalizing these family islands, such as Andros. And places like South Andros can move very quickly.
And judging by the beautiful handmade costume jewelry made of local products, there is indeed an industry. Jennifer Monka believes that.
I have jewelry made out of coconut, conch shell, wilk shell, wire wrap jewelry.
Yeah. And you made these yourself?
Yes. I forgot to tell you about the fish scale jewelry. This here on my neck is a fish scale necklace. It's dyed, and I string it on nylon. It's lightweight, and you can wear it long, or you can wear it short.
Now, I can tell you one thing. Your products are gaining a lot of interest from customers, potential customers.
Yes, it is, and I'm glad it is.
What are they mostly interested in?
Today, they're interested in my silver wrap jewelry. I have silver wrap jewelry along with some coconut, and it seems as if it's sparking their interest.
Yes, has it been a good day?
Yes, it has.
Yeah. So where else do you sell your products?
Well, I came from Exuma, but I originally started out as an artisan on Bay Street.
So why did you choose this Conch Fest?
This is my 4th year here at Conch Fest, and I chose it because I just love the atmosphere. And I do have a bit of heritage here. I think it was my great-grandmother. She's Androsian.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Descendant of South Andros, coming back home, even though she is Exumian, coming here to sell her products. And this is her 4th year, and her products are still popular. Now here in the Conk Fest, there is a cook-off on the way, and there are 3 contestants. Vashti Knowles, what are you preparing?
Rice and conch soup.
Rice and conch soup. What type of rice?
Mahatma.
White rice?
Yes, sir.
And what's going to be in your conch soup? I see you're cutting up sweet potato.
Carrots, plantain, and onion, and scallion.
And conch? You beat up the conch?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So listen here, you practice this already?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 3 times?
Yes, sir.
You expect to win?
Of course.
There you go. I'm going to see it at the end, okay? Thank you. And we're moving right on because here we have Derenique Smith. Derenique, what are you making?
I'm making conch and dumpling soup.
Conch and dumpling soup. So can I have some in your finish?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me what's all in your conch and how do you make your dumplings?
With flour, margarine, water, and salt.
Who taught you how to cook?
My Grammy. You're sitting right there in the chair over there.
Your Grammy right there sitting there watching you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're going good. You're going quite well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, congratulations. Good luck. Yeah. Yes, all right. And our 3rd contestant is the lone male contestant, Dylan Ramsey. Dylan, what are you making?
A creamy conch soup. Creamy conch soup.
A creamy conch soup. Okay, so listen here. Who taught you how to cook?
My coach.
Your coach did. Do you like cooking?
Yes, sir.
What is it that you like about cooking?
I like the way that we love to make food for other people so that they can eat.
So what do you plan to do with this going forward?
I plan to be a chef at a high hotel or a personal chef for a famous person.